Hello everyone, welcome to GED. Today we have some slow kettle style kickin' crab and sweet corn chowder, a hard oat roll. This is by Campbell's, by the way. And we're talking about giving 20%. So guys, this is the very first time I've ever tried this slow kettle style Campbell's soup. And crab and corn chowder is quite an interesting choice. So I decided to give it a go. I'm not sure. It kind of smells crabby, so I'm not sure if I'm going to like this at all or not. I mean, I like crab, but it's got some definitely potent crab smell to it. Surprisingly, this whole big thing of soup, which is like 15 ounces, is only 400 calories, or 444. Not too bad for soup, but I do like to eat bread with soup, and this is a hard sub oat roll. You know, you can definitely see those oats on top. Grains, if you will, multi-grain. Don't get too crazy with the health craze, guys. Just eat natural food and you'll be fine. Alright, so I just microwaved this, so it's probably pretty dang hot. Let's just try a little bit here. Okay. Not too bad. Kind of tastes like very similar to a clam chowder. Definitely got that crab and chunks of corn. You can see the chunks of corn in here, the chunks of crab. I can't really bring it too close here, but you can definitely see the corn and the crab in there. Little strands of crab everywhere. Not too bad. This, like I said, this is a like, there's my hand. It's a pretty sizable bowl of soup. I'd guesstimate it at about 2 normal cans of soup, and it's priced equivalent, about $2. But let's open up this roll and get to dipping here. If your soup is thick enough to hold on to bread, you know it's got to be good, right? Not too bad, not too bad. As a complete meal, I don't think I could eat all this soup when combined with the bread. So you get about 2 meals for, I don't know, maybe $3 to $4, if that. That's not too bad. Sending oats flying across my table there. Me personally, I'm a huge fan of anything you can dunk bread in to soak up and kind of increase the bounty of whatever you're eating. Kind of old style eating, you know? It's kind of the history of soup. Gotta have something to dunk into it, to absorb it, to increase the bounty of the soup, if you will. This is pretty hot, though. Looks like besides the corn, there's maybe some celery, maybe some red pepper in there. It does have a little bit of spice to this as well. Maybe I can tilt it there so you can see a little bit. Alright, but the topic of today, 20%. Giving 20%. Me and a friend were having a long discussion about basically personal work ethic, personal responsibility, and goals and achievements and whatnot. And we came to the decision that if everyone gave just 20% more, they would achieve so much more in their lives. So much more. For example, you work on a homework assignment for an hour, but if you just put 20% more time into that assignment, it would be monumentally better. If you wash your car for, 20 minutes, and you put in an extra 2 to 4 minutes, polishing it, waxing it, making it really truly stand out and shine, it would put you miles apart. If you play with your dog or exercise for an hour a day and you just put in that extra 20%, you would burn more calories. Your dog would have a more meaningful experience. Pretty much everything in your life you can apply 20% more to. It's just simple, a way of improving everything you do. For me, I'm an editor, a video editor. If I put 20% more time casing over my work, making sure everything's perfect, my videos would be 20% better. As gamers, if you spent 20% more time into a game instead of rushing through it, you would get that 20% more fulfillment out of that game. Let's say a game, takes on average 40 hours to beat. With 20 extra percent, you'd get that little extra time to enjoy, to savor the creation, the elements of that game. But not everybody enjoys that. I mean, come on, let's be realistic. Some people enjoy powering through games. Some people enjoy... Oh, sorry. This is tea, by the way. Some people enjoy, rushing through life and making quick, concise decisions that lead them one thing to the next. But all I'm saying is that if you took a little time to expand those decisions, you might make better choices in your life. Grocery shopping. If you spend just 20% of your grocery shopping experience deciding on healthier options, like oat bread instead of white bread, or low-calorie soup instead of cheesy sandwiches, or, for example, anything. 20% healthier lifestyle. A big one is applying for jobs. If you spend 20% more time applying for jobs, or rather 20% more time making sure your resume is perfect and your interviewing process is perfect, you could land the job of your dreams. You could improve your monetary lifestyle dramatically. I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about the 20% method, or giving 20% more in your life. If you're buying a wedding ring for your significant other, spend 20% more. Maybe you'll get 20% more love back in return. Who knows? You never know. I haven't even got a third of the way through this soup. And it's really heavy, guys. Like, this chowder is super, look at that, super chunky, super thick. I don't think I can finish it this time. This particular version of the soup, the kickin' crab and sweet corn chowder, I don't think I can recommend. Well, yeah, I'm eating it and it's delicious and it's fine. It just, I don't know. It just doesn't have the flavor I'm looking for in a chowder. If I get a chowder, I would much prefer a, how do I put it? A stronger richness to the taste. This chowder primarily tastes of like crab. You can just taste the crab permeating through this. And while crab, you know, is delicious and fantastic, I just don't think it pairs well with the contents of this chowder. Yeah, it's just not doing it for me. Definitely a lot of soup, though. I do like these slow kettle style soups. This is obviously the first one I had, as stated, but from the selection I saw at the grocery store, definitely, you guys should try these. There's a lot more, like, different varieties, and they all look miles beyond what the normal Campbell soups in a can look like. These are definitely the premium versions, and they reflect that in price, but you get a lot more. So, guys, I'm going to save this for later, or maybe my wife might enjoy it more than I do. Remember to game, eat, and discuss, and I will see you around.